Have you ever wondered how to create a generator in Swift? It can be a bit tricky, but don't worry. Today, we're going to break it down step by step. I totally get it. Many developers face the challenge of needing to store intermediate results when working with iterators. It can feel overwhelming, especially when you're just trying to keep track of your values. Here's the specific question we're addressing. One user asked, "Can I create a generator in Swift?" They mentioned wanting to avoid storing intermediate results in each next call. Sound familiar? Let's explore this together. So what exactly is the difference between a generator and an iterator? While iterators require you to manage state and store values, generators can yield values without needing to keep track of everything. This can simplify your code significantly. And stick around. At the end of this video, I'll share a quick tip that will make working with generators even easier. To create a generator in Swift, the user should start by defining a structure that conforms to the async sequence protocol. This allows the user to create a sequence of values without storing intermediate results. Next, the user needs to implement the required methods. This includes defining an associated type for the element and creating an asynchronous iterator. Now the user should implement the next method in the iterator. This method will yield the next value in the sequence without storing any intermediate results. Finally, the user can create an instance of the generator and use it in a for loop to print the countdown values. This will demonstrate the generator's functionality. Fun fact, the concept of generators in programming is inspired by the way we generate sequences in nature, like the Fibonacci sequence. Isn't that fascinating? Now let's look at the answers provided by other users. An alternative approach to creating a generator in Swift involves defining a countdown struct. This struct maintains a starting value and a current value. You can use a method called getNext to retrieve the next number in the sequence without storing intermediate results. That's it for that answer. Let's take a look at another one. An alternative approach to creating a generator in Swift is suggested by a user named Walter. He emphasizes that instead of building your own iterator, you should use existing sequences for better composition. In his example, he defines a countdown struct that utilizes a ranges iterator, allowing you to avoid maintaining state directly. Walter points out that while state management is necessary, you can delegate it to a more primitive type. Swift provides many built-in iterators that can be used to create most sequences without overcomplicating your design. That's the end of that answer. Let's see another perspective. An alternative approach to creating a generator in Swift involves using a static function that returns a closure. This closure maintains its own state without needing to store intermediate results explicitly. Here's that quick tip I promised. Always remember to handle errors gracefully when working with generators. This will save you a lot of headaches down the line. And there you have it. You now know how to create a generator in Swift. Remember, using generators can simplify your code and make it more efficient. If you found this video helpful, please subscribe for more programming tips and tricks.